dog in place with just 2 fingers on his beard. One of the advantages of the Deluxe Groomer's Helper set is that you don't need to do top knots and beards in front of the grooming arm. With the second arm and clamp set, you're able to take the Groomer's Helper, bring it to your right, and move the dog's head away from the grooming arm, effectively being able to do better top knots and beards because you don't have the big old clunky grooming arm in front of you. Hi, this is a demo on how to use the no-sit feature for your Groomer's Helper. What we want to do is get Cheyenne on her regular grooming loop, and then we will hook Cheyenne up to the Groomer's Helper up front. This is going to stabilize Cheyenne's head. Now Cheyenne's an older dog and she has a problem sitting. So what we want to do is stretch Cheyenne out so that we can see where we're going to put the no-sit apparatus. We're going to take one clamp and put it just about under Cheyenne's belly right here. We're going to take another clamp and put it exactly opposite on the other side of the table. We're going to take our arms. The one with the hook will go on this side, and the one without the hook will go on this side, about the same height. Now what we're going to do is take one Groomer's Helper, we get 2 in the deluxe set, and put it right at the top. We will then take our grooming loop and hook it up to the loop on the other, and then hook it up to the tether of the Groomer's Helper. Now to protect Cheyenne from any of the equipment on the Groomer's Helper from bothering her, we'll put a piece of pipe insulation which comes with your set on. Then we'll lift it up to where it's comfortable for Cheyenne on each side. Now this is just enough to support her back end so you can go ahead and do what you need and she's not sitting down all the time. Another method of this on a small to medium dog would be to open up the Groomer's Helper, and then you can bring it over her back like so and clip it. This will also prevent Cheyenne from moving backwards and forwards. Okay, we're going to release it a little bit so I can get this belly strap underneath and protect her belly from the strap itself. Now it's totally around Cheyenne, and she's hooked up between the 2. At any time, if you need to get the dog out of it, you can hit the quick release and drop the arm off, and there you go. For you mobile groomers who can't get behind your table, our groomers who are using the Deluxe Groomer's Helper set are able to do one side of the dog here, and then they're able to go ahead and turn the dog around and do the other side of the dog here. So in effect, you have both sides of the dog and the dog is restrained on both sides of the table. Most groomers do not do cats, but for the groomers who do, we have a way of taking the cats that do tolerate restraints, and not all of them do, and make it easier for you to groom. When it comes to cats, you want to set yourself up for success rather than setting yourself up for failure. When you go to a cat and scruff him and hold him with all your might, he is going to go into fight or flight. What we want to do is put the cat in the position where he feels the most comfortable. Cat feels the most comfortable laying flat on the table with his paws over the edge. We never hang a cat in a loop. In fact, we never put the loop around his neck. What you want to do is take my cat tie out and put it in your extra clamp on the corner of the table. What you're going to do is make a platform to put Mr. Kitty in so he can't bite you and you don't have to scruff him at all times. We're going to take our grooming loop and lay it flat on the table, open the cam lock and open the quick release, and attach the Groomer's Helper to it. First thing we're going to do is make friends with Mr. Kitty and cut his nails. Then what we want to do is lay him flat over the Groomer's Helper so the Groomer's Helper loop is underneath his arms and over his shoulder. One finger in front of the cam lock as you close it so it doesn't pull his hands into it. And then just tighten the Groomer's Helper ever so slightly. he still has room up and down and left and right, so he doesn't feel like he's restrained. He's going to hang his hands over the edge of the table and feel more comfortable there. Now with one cat glove, or a welder's glove, or a fireplace glove, you can securely hold the cat from the back of his head and shave him down or brush him and demat him. But when you move away, he's not going to move away with you. It's like having an extra pair of hands that can't be bitten. Now you never want to put a cat on his back, but you certainly can lay him on his side and reattach him. That way one hand's holding him here. If you have a second groomer, they can pull the legs out and you can shave inside the cat's legs. We recommend that you take 3 wraps of masking tape around the back claws, because if they cannot extend their nails, they can't scratch you, and it's those back claws that will do the damage. If you need to get Mr. Kitty out, your quick release works very good. You can get the cat out that easy. Our groomers who do cats tell us they love this only because they don't have to scruff the cat at all times. When you do get that cat that is so crazy that nothing can handle him, well, that's the time to rethink whether we're going to groom him or not. The groomer's helper really only has one moving part, and that's this little slide lock right here. When the slide lock is back toward the arm, the tether runs smooth and will go in or out. When you push the slide lock forward, it locks the groomer's helper so the tether cannot be pulled backwards. You can pull it and relock it, but the dog can't pull it in the opposite direction. If you're in the shop, make sure that that slide lock is locked. If he goes to back up, it locks automatically. No more will you find the dog at the front door, because in just a second he bit through the grooming loop. Operate your groomer's helper the right way and it'll take good care of you.